get something behind the ball. Otherwise, it's 4 byes.
Slower one, and he's got that well. Won't clear the rope, but it'll bring 4. Shoaib is not happy.
Now, very frustrated, isn't he? The head's still going back. He's halfway back in his run-up conditions in the first session.
Cut away for speeds to the boundary. Short and wide. Missed it. One thing that everyone will be wanting that point of view. Good pace. Missed it. Four for no wicket. That's his 12th wide of the series. First of today, 13. Big appeal. It's sliding down. Has he got a bat on it? By David Shepherd. Certainly. 13 for no wicket with that 4. Pace. No bowls. He left that one alone though. Just looked at it for a moment.
He's getting the ball to bounce. Shoaib Akhtar has found a very good line outside that off stump of Sachin Tendulkar. Has been dismissed 4 times.
Sachin takes 4. Push into the gap for 1. 14 for no wicket. Big ends. Edge doesn't carry. No wonder you know with oh, beautifully played. I just love it when he turns his right hand over left and times the ball so well. Tendulkar's got a very determined look about him.
Got to make the batsman play. The ball is still new. Sachin Tendulkar will...
Let him play this time. Drove it straight to mid-on. And umpire 19 without loss.
Clincher.
Outside edge and speeds down. It really is. Played. Sent back. Should have wanted the run. Tendulkar said no. That's it. One for the over.
This is good cricket from Shoaib.
24 for no wicket. Taking the bat on that. That'll be registered as a run. I thought I heard a noise. All eyes on David Henge in the field. The second catcher, which was Imziman, beautifully played. This time in front of square, and by Sehwag,
Tremendous shot.
Fielded with the help of the left kneecap, but this field is changing ball by ball. Onside field is now outside edge. The wicket falls, and a big one it is too. For the Pakistanis, that last wicket came as really quite a surprise to me because must have been tempted to think about a single there for a moment. Just be the one, should be the fielder. Fine, 4. Nice way to get off the mark. Little half volley leg stump, just the old fashioned leg glance, if you like, or leg glide. 39 for 1. 39 for 1, then 7 overs gone. More runs here, but just one of them. Shabir the wicket taker, and a change in the...
Nicely timed. He's played that on the up. We'll get a third. Beautifully timed shot. Great delivery. It's a no ball. Inzamam ul Haq clearly said at the top. Oh, this is such a good shot. He just waded into that one. And it's gone for 4. That's artistic. Heels.
The back foot.
Oh, beaten him completely. That one came back in. Tendulkar again looking to get forward and looking to play on the up as he always looks to do in one days. Just nip back in. Batting first is going to help this man on the screen. He's taken the sting out of that one. Is it going to be enough? I think he's managed it. VVS Lakshman. That's 4. It's a glorious 4. Shabir Ahmed continues. Missed out VVS Lakshman. It was right in an area.
Square of the wicket.
Yeah, just the one run behind the square. And the rest have all been in front. That's an indication.
There's some solidarity about his batting today. It wasn't there in Sehwag's batting.
It's another 4 to third man. And I think this is more deliberate than the first one.
Deliberate and classy. I think it might have snowed down a little bit more than he thought to. Tendulkar, he got back down on it and opened the face. Look at the pace he's able to get on.
Delayed call, but a good call in the end. India, another disappointment for him. Gone for...
Boy, Glenn Jones didn't Mohammad Sami need to produce a good one. Well, off the mark. That's not a bad line from Mohammad Sami, particularly good. Just going back to those stats of 2004 for VV. Average first innings. Well, the first 15 overs, 2 wickets. Maiden, it's 88 for 2. It's a typical VVS Lakshman shot. Straight after drinks. Fine. Another thing where he's very similar to Mark Waugh, then flicks with the wrist, and it really is, well, it's just very hard to bowl to a man like that when he's playing there in good nick. Up to. Well, this is the first time in the daytime. Yeah, very similar to Sachin Tinch. Third man has got no chance. He's a glorious timer through the offside. It's 95 for 2. Thought that really was. It just got, which in part was to do with the dew, but he also said that the bowlers weren't.
It's not so much the dew factor. It's the fact that they can reverse swing it more during the day than they can during the night.
It's now deep backward square. There's a few bowlers you want to be a bit careful listening to. A few that I can think of, particularly amongst the faster. That's a good shot through the onside. No one wants to chase it. Consequently, it's going to bring up a boundary.
Chase.
And that'll be called a wide ball. Yeah, so Bob Massey picked out the new ball at Lords in his first test. Well, they certainly brought a box of balls in that 72 series I'm referring to there. This was England. Not so sure they did it in a... It's 113 for 2.
To Ganguly. 125 for 2.
Quick change, lads, quick change.
Making room, and what a shot. Exquisite bit of timing from VVS Lakshman, making room to put it through the cover area. Tremendous strike. And Inzamam ul Haq was... They've ran really well. Now, this is not good cricket from Pakistan. They're giving away the downswing of VVS Lakshman. And that last ball of Ganguly, as soon as he goes on the front foot, the man at backward... Because you need to be looking closely at the back left of the batsman. The moment it goes high, it means that he's looking for a major strike. But otherwise, especially the fielders in the circle. 134 for 2. Self. He's done well on a classic track up the Razak. It's not pacey, but he's in it. No slip in place. That will run away. Not a lot, Abdul Razak. Bring mid-off and mid-on up, or one of them up, and see if he wants to hit over the top of them. That's when he's not at his... Can be off-putting this sweep shot against the spin, Sourav Ganguly. When will India break free? Right now they're more keen in just accumulating runs. Mid-on is up, but they still pitch a run. Although VVS Laxman is not as fleety as some of his other mates, but...
He reminds me, Sanjay, I don't know whether it's perhaps his build or whatever, but he reminds me. Oh, that wouldn't have been a clever single. It went a bit firmly off Ganguly's bat.
I think what Inzamam clearly lacks in his bowling attack.
Oh, there's trouble here. Big trouble if he'd hit. Hesitation from both batsmen. Ganguly
Run to start with, but he got a response from Lakshman, so that was Lakshman's mistake. Fortune again with India, 165 for 2. That's blue blood that you see there in the box. A very rare appearance, public appearance from Gayatri Devi in India. Oh, what a delivery to start with.
getting a couple of short ones in at the Indian captain. Bails out of the shot in the end very cleverly. You talked just now, Sanjay, about 320 would be your guess. Is 320 enough? Or do you think India should be looking at more? Do you think that they've strategized in it? Just get one here.
There's so many factors to consider in this match, and before the Lahore Day-Nighter, winning the toss, batting first was an assurance of winning the game, not any more.
Get one here, Ganguly ball watching. Good save. It's interesting to note what different... Out, caught behind. Ganguly gets an outside edge. He's absolutely furious with himself. It's not the first time we've seen him do it, and it's not the first time that we've seen Shoaib Akhtar be brought back into the attack and do the job for his captain.
What an over from Shoaib Akhtar. Started off with a short delivery, another shorter one on the leg side, and then one right in the spot. It's a big disappointment for the Indian captain.
All across him. Shoaib to Dravid. Full targeting the stumps, looking for the Yorker. He does use his head when he bowls, this man.
They can be misleading.
End of the over, 171 for 3. 6 tens are 60, 6 sevens are 42. Did 2. And they coasted the last few, the last 3 or 4 overs that they actually batted. They only scored 3 and over because that's all they had to do.
Ball today. It doesn't wet the outfield of the ball too much. I think Pakistan might structure. So for me, in that match, in that win for India, Kaif and Dravid.
And gets in reasonably comfortably in the end. 3-3. Match-winning innings in the last one. Undefeated. It is just so cool. 174 for 3.
For a batsman when he's playing Shoaib Akhtar, because the first over he could be just sort of warming, he hits the peak. That's the over. The first ball starts over with a quick bouncer. An uncomfortable one for Ganguly, gets a run. Again, hit up there.
It's one this time for Dravid. I think I find so strange off spinners that we've seen from this part of the world in the past. Something that just seems missing, and especially on these pitches, which aren't exactly conducive to quick bowlers by any manner of means.
Well, they have one in the squad. Saqlain Mushtaq is in the squad for Pakistan.
It's allowed to go through to the wicket keeper. Last over. We can expect a lot of that now. Singles off every ball. India will Dravid. There's a little dance down the pitch. You don't see that often from Rahul Dravid.
This time. Can he play the big shots? Will he be able to aggressively tackle this bowling?
Oh, it's a very sixes. Like Abdul Razak. Look, he's brilliant. They haven't got that play. I know in our time we had Simon O'Donnell could hit fours and sixes at will.
Moin letting that one bounce and hoping that it will go and hit the stumps. Once again looking for the sweep. Will not get a run. 40 ball, 212 for 4. Another dot delivery. Pressure mounting here for VVS Laxman.
And aggressive in the last 10 overs. They've got more power plays, been able to five.
Touch slow. But they've still got VVS Laxman out there and Kaif has joined in. Yuvraj Singh was shaping up nicely before he edged one in the air to be caught safely by Inzamam ul Haq. Now this went high in the air. Inzamam Red.
And a misfield, that was a chance for a run out there. But they're tough catches. You have your heart in your mouth. You can feel your heart beating at 1,000.
Oh, close, very close. Probably there was a little bit of bad there. Shabir Ahmed is clearly disappointed. But I thought that was mighty close. Forward is that. Now he'll pick up 2. What a miss by the umpire. The bat was never even close to the... He's getting a little bit of in-breath, a little bit of reverse. 231 for 5.
Looks to hit.
Oh, great placement. That will go to the boundary. Shoaib Malik has got to do better than that. Once again, putting the ball away from the stumps and in. On 99, tremendous 100. His first 100 against Pakistan and getting it here, packed house of Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. The mates are out there in the balcony.
Brilliant 100. 100.
2 is the call. Now Mohammad Kaif is a swift runner. Johanna has fielded well today. Not easy. 240 for 5.
An awful lot of fours, mind you. He hit a lot of balls into the gaps. But I think that's one of the reasons why he's such a dangerous player. He doesn't loft the ball too often.
For 107 runs.
India have moved along to 254 for 6 from 46 overs. 254 for 6. But Inzamam has a pop at the stumps. And it's well backed up. Abdul Razak. Yeah, I think if he can keep them to about 280, Inzamam, he'd be delighted with that. Patan is the new batsman. He's capable of planting one in the stands. Seen him hit a couple of big ones. And they're throwing it around like the New York Yankees at the moment, which is a bit silly.
Make a decision to either go for the catch or to defend the boundary. Probably takes a second to half a second to just pick up the line and the length of it and gets it right on the end of his fingers.
That's going to fall short of deep mid-wicket. Gone to Patan's end. Probably had more chance of getting Kaif.
The pressure. Well, there's not that much pressure on, but the players are so keen.
That was a good delivery. Mohan did pretty well to knock that one down.
Fortunately, it was fast. Mohammad Kaif with a little bit of in-swing. Down, kept his gloves up there to get something behind the ball. Otherwise, it's 4 byes and a score.
Slower one, and he's got that well. Won't clear the rope, but it'll bring 4. Shoaib is not happy.
Now, very frustrated, isn't he? The head's still going back. He's halfway back in his run-up. Timed it well. New mid-on was up. Mid-wicket is up. Any sort of bat on it.
He may not slow this one up. Might work on changing the pace up rather than down. And that's 4 more. 2 full. That's a good over for India. 274 for 6.
That was excellent. So composed, he waited for a slot.
Just a single there for Mohammad Kaif. He might be happy to have Pathan on strike the way he's hitting him.
Definitely. Mohammad Sami to Pathan.
Man at deep point. Midoff has a chance. And taken this time at deep mid-off, so that'll be a very relieved Tawfiq Umar.
It's still on the front foot. Bang, cradles it into the mid-rift and makes a comeback, having dropped 2 earlier in the day. Mohammad Sami, 3 for 58. Kaif.
Taken by Moin Khan. Good catch by the keeper. That's a very good Yorker to the new man. It's well struck, mid-on going back, it's cleared him.
It's now 43 runs from 25 balls. Expect the tail ender to hit that for 6. 3rd ball of his innings.
And that's busted the bat. Yusuf Yohana in quickly, he's got a chance at a run out, but the ball hits the batsman, Balaji. Well, that's his came out, the handle came out of the blade. This one's just snapped off. Maybe he's got a cork bat.
Maybe it's the pace of Akhtar, but it's turned into David Boone's bat, that one. And when he came to touch the... Now that's David Boone's. Really fortunate that the return hit him.
He was in big trouble there with the return coming in, but it hits the fielder, hits the batsman. And that's the 2 halves of the bat. Well, Moin Khan hits them, and the umpire is calling for the replay. Pathan.
I suppose with the pace of him.
Good Yorker on this occasion. Yusuf Yohana across quickly. Well, India have done well. They've got up to 290 odd. That one smacks into the pads. They get a leg by. So 1 ball remaining. India are going to fall short of the 300 mark unless... Well, it's close to being another no ball. They were thinking about going for a second. So the innings has finally ended with India at 293 the other night here in Lahore, and India got them with a few overs to spare.
Pakistan, the pleasing thing, kept it to 16 extras, and the standout innings, VVS Laxman. Oh, cleaned him up. Loose shot from Yasir Hamid. What a delivery, what a breakthrough.
Straight to the field, a beautiful time. Either side of him, it was always going to be 4.
Oh, cleaned him up. Loose shot from Yasir Hamid. What a delivery, what a breakthrough. Balaji has done the job.
He's at the other end, but done. Opening innings. Yasir Hamid loses his off stump. Balaji is Hamid gone for 2. Quick single. And that's all it'll be. 9 for 1. Here's the appeal again. That's what he's got to be careful of. But it's too late. He's got out in exactly the same manner as the one that we've just shown you from the last game. So 10 out of 10. Just
Irfan Pathan knew exactly it was a close thing. He went for the appeal and umpire David Shepherd upheld it. Back after just getting a single.
9 for 2. Wicket maiden.
And Zamam ul Haq
Make that 13 for 2. Beautiful stroke.
He's a good driver. Tawfiq Umar played that shot.
Down the leg side, it'll be a wide. Bowled him out. Knocked the leg stump down. Tawfiq getting far too far across. And India completely in control here now.
Irfan Pathan is having a ball out there. exposed that leg stump for about half a second, and that was enough. Half an inch exposed, and Irfan Pathan has struck again, stroking the ball nicely. Tawfiq Umar forgot where his leg stump was, exposed just to Irfan Pathan.
He's gone off the mark.
He was off balance as well. Had gone.
And from that he'll be able to deduce roughly where his middle stump is.
Playing quite sensibly. Oh, it's gone. It's gone straight to Yuvraj Singh. It's Irfan Pathan who is struck again for India, and it's against driving, and that's been his mode of taking wickets. It's been tremendous. Yunus Khan seeing the width, seeing the length, looking to play a square drive, has to get his knee on back.
Rahul Dravid supporting his quick bowler, successful quick bowler, with 2 slips. And he said what that does, as soon as you can swing that ball back in, he said you get batsmen starting to favoured the bowlers a bit more in Peshawar, and they do here, although Pathan is making full use.
Crew members would like to lead all of that. It's got to get past Robin Chakran first. And he...
That's beautifully timed by Inzamam. That's well run by Inzamam. He's definitely been... If you think about Inzamam, it's almost a natural thing, that cool temperament. Began. He's beaten Yuvraj on this occasion. 72 for... I think that's one of the things that Murali Kartik has learnt from the Tour of Australia.
Down the wicket, over the top, but out, not all the way over the top. Tendulkar, the man on the long on boundary. They might look to see whether there was a foot somewhere near the rope, but
Sachin's claimed the catch, he's lying too much, and that's his game. If Tendulkar is claiming a catch, he's one player you can trust in the world, the back that they wanted to see.
just can't help but feel though that Inzamam was the only man in the Pakistan side that could guide them to somewhere near close. I've never seen Sachin Tendulkar. When you're the fielding side and you read the name of Inzamam ul Haq on the back of a shirt going in the opposite direction.
Remind you with Inzamam, I've seen him come up with these shots at most difficult times when the pressure is really on. More often than not, he clears. Now the big challenge for India is not to relax at this stage. 89 for 5. The match is gone. Mid-off takes the catch. Abdul Razak is gone. So this is working just like a dream.
Largely the bowler, nice seam position, crashed by Abdul Razak, bang, straight into the hands of mid-off. Gotcha. It's for 6 over, but that is a very good catch, sharp catch. It looks simple, that's all in slow motion, he's hit that really hard.
It made things difficult for Sehwag. So he allowed the ball to come to his side, to his left hand side, and those were soft hands. For me, length is so important whether you're talking one-day cricket or test matches. It's gone straight and does travel very quickly off the turf. Hemant Badani, the fielder. Moin Khan called for the second. This was the danger end, and he made it comfortably.
Look, it must be very hard for the boundary riders with the summer.
Big one, but straight to hand. Mohammad Kaif, the fielder for India. Absolutely ecstatic are the Indian fielders. They've got the big wicket of Shoaib Malik back to the pavilion.
And he thought he had it enough there. He's whacked it. It's gone high and through the haze and moths. And it's well watched, young man. Good pressure and a very good catch. Watched it straight into the hands. And Mr. Sehwag from shot keeper batsman. That's got very fine. That's 4 more. Should be 4 wides. Was there a bit of bat on it? 4 wides. The commentary box. It's good.
Jay, 4 wides have been signalled. I think Mohan Khan might have had a word with umpire Shepherd and said this one. It's like bowling a dot ball if you only go for 1 at this stage. Bowled in. Stumps everywhere. Shoaib Akhtar, he can hit a long way, and he needs to. going to go down the wicket, stay in the line between the ball and the stumps, then you've got so many options. That's spewed away. Down to third man on his knees. 2 more.
Done.
Hits the stumps. And it has been referred.
Later, he's been showed and he pays for it with his wicket. Pakistan 250 for 9.
Moin Khan will keep the strike. It's 251 for 9. The golden rule will just be one, which won't help Pakistan's cause. Golden rule is to get between the thrower and the stumps. Shabir gets that down to long on. Moin Khan back on strike, but too much surely to ask of him now. Required run rate's now 16 and a half. 41 from... That's it. It's all over. Moin Khan did his best. Balaji finishes it off for India, and the Indians are absolutely ecstatic, and as they should be. Just how important, Ian Chappell, is this win to India?